Hello, today we're going to be discussing the Meiji era and how those reforms changed Japan. The quote I'm about to give to you is from The Last Samurai, from Emperor Meiji himself. I dreamed of a unified Japan, of a country strong and independent and modern. Now we have railroads, cannons, Western clothing, but we cannot forget who we are or where we come from. Think about that you are a samurai underneath the shogun, and the shogun hands power back to the emperor. The emperor passes an edict basically trying to push the country towards a modern era. How would you feel? Ingenuity and being able to quickly adapt are the strong suits of the Japanese culture. In a time when the rest of the world was considered modern, the Japanese were behind centuries. In a matter of 10 years, they catch up, turn around, build one of the best armed forces of the time, enterprises, education for the masses, and a government based around the emperor. Welcome to the period of the Meiji era. What is the Meiji era? Why was it one of the most influential moments of Japanese history? Because of the ingenuity, the ability to adapt anything. Japan quickly grew to a world power. What events shaped the beginning of the Meiji era? The Tokugawa Bakufu handing power back to the emperor. The Tokugawa Bakufu was the feudal military government that ruled Japan from 1603 to 1867 under the leadership of various shoguns of the Tokugawa name. Shoguns were the field marshals of their day, the de facto ruler of Japan. They were who the samurai at the time swore loyalty to. Think of yourself, a slave of a warrior class, looked on as scum, is what it was like before the abolishment of feudalism. The peasant population of Japan is able to rise up and become more than he was. This leads to an edict being passed by the Emperor Meiji that every man must serve in the armed forces, leading to the creation of the Imperial Army. With this, also, the samurai became obsolete. In 1877, Saigo Takamori, who had been influential in forming the new government with members of the Chosu clan and the Satsuma clan. This year, after he was frustrated with his plans growing in the wrong direction, joined and led a rebellion of samurai. Using the traditional tactics of the Japanese samurai, they faced the new peasant imperial army with Western tactics and weapons. Although in the beginning, because the peasant population was still untrained, they were able to overcome them in the beginning of the year. But with the defeat of Saigo Takamori, this submitted that the new era in Japan, with the defeat last known army of the samurai, in the bloom of a national pride and identity for the new soldier of the common era. With the end of one era under the Tokugawa and the return of power to the emperor, this era became the most influential, in my opinion, in history. Well, you may be asking, why is it now? Let me explain why.